Hello, ladies and gents. What is going on? You are listening to Rambling RunOff live, pre-recorded in your speakers, in your car speakers, in your living room, in your regular room, wherever you're at. Thank you for joining us here at Rambling RunOff. I am your host, Robert Rios, once again coming to you with the sports news. I think you do need to hear all this because it's very important stuff. But yes, sports news coming at you hot and ready. And of course, joining me today, my co-host, Mr. Danny Tan. Danny, tell the people what's up.
What's up, everybody?
Thank you for joining us. And yeah, thank you for everyone else listening right now. We got a good show for you today. We're going to be going once again into the NBA playoffs because it's what's hot right now. It's what's hot. It's what's popping in the streets. We might as well always talk about it right now. So sorry if we've been talking too much basketball, but hey, that's what's popping in. I know Danny loves some hardwood court basketball. Mm-hmm. So that's what we got. And then in the second portion of our show, we're going to be going into the MLB. So I hope you guys are ready for that. And the warm-up, we're going to be going into a little bit of a fun little discussion. Just be talking about if you could have your dream type of thing added to your house, like your dream modification, what would it be? And in the rundown, of course, we always got a bunch of stuff in there, so make sure you stick around for that. But yes, we got a lot of stuff to unpack today, as always. So, Danny, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Alrighty, but I want to ask you: have you done anything exciting these past couple of days besides watch basketball?
Yes, I did. I watched the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Not a sponsor.
How was that?
It was good. Yeah, one of the better Marvel movies as of late. Yeah, pretty good. I actually missed the Laker game last night to go watch it, so I only caught the highlights. But yeah, it's I say it was worth it.
Oh, okay. I feel you. But I'm glad you went out for the night to go catch that flick. I heard it's pretty good. I need to go check it out soon. Hopefully, I haven't seen any of the series on Disney Plus. Not a sponsor, but I heard they're okay. I know She-Hulk was iffy, and then I tried watching Ms. Marvel, but I couldn't get into it. So hopefully, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, not a sponsor, gets my Marvel spark going again. Considering that was one of my more favorite Marvel cinematic series to watch.
Yeah,
I think it's just quirky, has a good album track to it.
Yep. Yeah.
But what would you get it? 5 stars?
Out of 5 stars?
Yeah.
I'll give it a solid 4. 4 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good.
But what were you about to say before I cut you off?
Oh, I was just gonna say, none of the Guardians movies are bad, and this one doesn't disappoint either. Yeah.
Okay. I feel you. But do you think Star-Lord would be good in the NBA?
Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. Oh, he uses the gadgets, man. Come on.
What about Groot with his height?
Oh, Groot would kill it in the NBA. Crazy?
Do you think Drax would do good in the paint or no?
Oh, Drax is Draymond Green. Easy. He's got the build. He probably moves like him.
The Batista body.
Yeah. Yeah, get in my way. Batista bomb me.
All right. Do you have any questions for me, Danny?
Yeah. You do anything cool this weekend? Or since the last time we recorded?
Yes. I went out with some co-workers of mine on Friday. Ooh. We went to go see this DJ called Valentino Khan. His Higher Power production show or concert. And it was pretty cool. Shout out to the homie Jeremy Gonzalez. He was with me as well.
Shout out.
So, yeah, we had a good time. Had a couple drinks. Got a little tipsy.
Oh, yeah. I love it. That's how you hit the weekend, man.
No, yeah, dude. But, yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
That's awesome. Where was this at?
It was at the Hollywood Palladium.
Ooh.
Not a sponsor.
Historic spot. Yeah, not a sponsor. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I know it's not your scene, Danny, but it was a good time though.
No, it's cool. I mean, if there's drinks and I have a spot to chill and talk to somebody without, having to scream my throat off for a little bit, I'm good enough.
I mean, it's an indoor venue with loud EDM music. You're gonna have to scream, even in the backest corner.
Oh, all right, maybe not.
No, not that type of venue, but yeah.
Yeah, I like
Are
a
you ready
little corner of reprieve, but
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can find a spot to sit down and chill, but you might have to yell still.
all right, that's fine with me as long as the drinks are good.
Oh, the drinks are pretty good.
Hell yeah.
They had micheladas.
Ooh, good micheladas.
Oh no, yeah, they're pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But Daniel, are you ready to dive into some rambling runoff sports talk or what?
Oh, I'm ready.
Alrighty, Danny. Going into our first topic of today's show, the NBA playoffs continue to be hot, burning, controversial, all of the above. Excellent basketball. And I guess we'll start off in the East, because they've been mixing the games around. There's the East and the West Conference game every day.
Yep.
In which we have the New York Knicks going up against the Miami Heat. I honestly thought the New York Knicks were going to be competitive.
Yep.
In which the opposite is currently happening, and the Miami Heat are currently leading the series 3-1 as of yesterday from this recording. So, I thought the Knicks were going to be good.
Yeah. So to all New York.
I mean, they won the second game, 111-105, which I was like, it was a, how would you say, not competitive, but
yeah. I mean, that was the Jimmy Butler-less game.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, it was still a close game, even without Jimmy Butler. And they have all been close games.
Which is horrible for the Knicks. That should have been an easy win.
Game 3 was not a close game, but other than that, they've all been close games. But yeah, it was Jimmy Butler and the rest of the Heat squad just turned out to be too much for the Knicks in this last game, in which the Knicks, for example, had 0 rebounds in the fourth quarter. Which
is crazy. In the regular season, they were, I think, the top 3 rebounding team in the league, not just in the East. And for them to go from that to 0 rebounds in a quarter in a playoff game, every game except for game 3 has been a must-win, and the rebounding has been poor consistently.
No, yeah, it was pretty bad. It, like the tidbit that I got to watch, there was no urgency from this team in the last 5 minutes. And then to the point where Julius Randle straight up called out everybody and said it just looked like the Heat wanted it more. Yeah. Well, of course, there was a play where, they could have gotten a rebound, but I don't remember who it was, but a Knicks player, it didn't look like he, ran to it. He kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I could just tell his sense of urgency was not there. No. They should be throwing their bodies on the floor for every possession. Exactly. To make it through. But, there was none of that. You're right, yeah. And just like just Ronald saying, they want it more. They just want it more. It's exactly what it feels like. Jimmy Butler is willing the team, and his energy, I think, is pulling the morale up. And whatever player, like Duncan Robinson, reignited Kyle Lowry. Kevin Love had a great game last night too. It's just they've been pulling themselves out of Tartarus, come back to life. It is crazy, because you would think Jimmy Butler is the only guy that can carry them to Eastern Conference Finals, but the other guys have been stepping up. It hasn't just been a Butler show. He's definitely the ringleader, but he's not dropping 50 because he doesn't need to. His team is stepping up now all of a sudden. Yeah, their bench did really well. Mm-hmm. I mean, not like they're throwing up hella numbers, but in comparison to the Knicks bench, this Knicks bench 4, 5, 6, 10 points off the bench, bro.
Yeah.
That is dog water. When you look at the Miami Heat's bench, 5, 15, 17. Kyle Lowry was 15 off the bench. Oh my. So 30 points off the bench. Half of them from Kyle Lowry. Like, what?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Come on, bro. How is that even possible? How y'all gonna let them do that to you? And then, let me see. Percentage-wise, oh, man. Abysmal from the Knicks. Let me see. 48% field goal. 32% from the three-point line. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, R.J. Barrett, Jalen Brunson, they did great, right? 24, 32 points. But it's not enough. I've been watching a lot of the TNT broadcasts, and Shaq is right. It's the other people on the team. You expect Jalen Brunson as the number one scorer to be good. Julius Randle for sure should be number 2. Through the regular season, he was number 1, but he should be number 2. RJ Barrett should be number 3. And you need at least 2 other guys to hit double digits for a convincing win. Josh Hart was great at the beginning of that Cleveland series. Even to end it, he was great. Quentin Grimes hasn't really stepped up. Kind of faded away. I just feel like there's a lack of, just like you said, lack of urgency, lack of energy. Miami Heat is definitely an energy, pushing the boundary type of team. If you're not matching it, then you're just falling behind.
I'm looking at this Knicks bench. I'm like, what's his name? Obi Toppin?
Yep. Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin. He's got to do better. I'm looking, I'm like, D Rose. I'm like, that D Rose?
Yep, the D Rose.
He didn't even play.
Yeah, well,
I know he fell off hard, but like,
yeah, he's ready to play this season.
Dude, something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
And then look, wait, who didn't play for? Yo, and then the Heat have Udonis Haslem sitting on the bench who didn't even play. Who, last time I checked, he's pretty good.
Yeah, you know what? What happened to Emmanuel Quickly? Is he back from that injury?
Who?
Emmanuel Quickly.
I don't know what that is, unfortunately.
From the Knicks?
From the Knicks? He was not on this lineup.
Yeah, ankle injury.
Yeah, this bench is... I mean, not that you have to have scary... You don't have to have Carmelo Anthony coming off your bench, but at least have someone, a 6th man, a 7th man, somebody.
Yeah, I mean, Emmanuel Quickly is that 6th guy, but you have a handful of other people who should be able to step up. Quentin Grimes has been great. Josh Hart should be able to step up. And it's inexcusable. Mitchell Robinson, 7 rebounds as a big in the whole game. Bam Adebayo had 13 rebounds. Jimmy Butler had 6 himself. Like, Mitchell Robinson is not a great scorer. He needs to be doing something else. All right, so if you're not doing anything else, grab the rebounds.
I know, 7. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, 7 is nothing.
Randall had 9.
As a big, he's the biggest guy on the floor. He should be handling Adebayo.
No, yeah. It's just, yeah, they're not rushing for the ball. They're not doing anything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, I guess this just shows. Is this a coaching difference? Is this Tom Thibodeau versus Spoelstra? And Spoelstra is he's that seasoned coach. He knows what it is. He's got a system. Miami plays with energy. They play with pace. And they're just outpacing this younger New York Knicks team. Thibodeau, I think he made some great adjustments against Cleveland, but
Yeah.
Cleveland just did not perform, and I don't think the Knicks were ready for this Heat team. Maybe they dismissed him early on, and that mistake has carried on, and they just haven't been able to turn it on again. But this Heat team looks like they're gonna close out.
I did see that the Knicks head coach, they're like 0-6 when they go down 3-1 or something like that.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean,
I'm like,
anything.
you guys are
it's like
0-6. I'm like, when was the last time y'all even made the playoffs? How's that even possible?
Yeah,
I didn't even believe that record could be real, but I mean, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, talk about 3-1. We can hop into the next game.
Yeah.
Lakers, Golden State, but teams that are down 1-3 or 3-1, whatever way you're looking at it, lose 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Those teams that are up 95% of the time, they're making it through.
Yeah.
Talking about Lakers, Golden State. Golden State have done it before.
Yeah, they did it against the Thunder.
Yep. Back in the day. But no, it was a different team, different time. We'll see if they're able to do it again. But
I mean, yeah, they're playing the Lakers, who I'm not going to say the Lakers are the best team right now, but they did the strategy that teams try to do, but it's very hard, which is get hot at the right time.
Yeah. I feel like it's more than that. I feel like
what?
the Lakers have just figured out a great way to play momentous defense. You got the biggest guy on the floor, Anthony Davis, who in the last 4 games has dropped 1 game. He dropped game 2. You got LeBron James. You got a lot of scoring options, but everyone's participating in defense. Yeah. Lonnie Walker last game was great on defense. You have Vanderbilt just for defense, those long making arms. And they're able to adapt. And they in the last game, game 4, it looked like they knew when to switch and when to go over, when to go under.
Yeah.
That game 3, it seemed like early on that they did not know when to switch. Like Klay Thompson got hot early on, Curry got hot early on, but I think they're able to expect that Curry's going to do what he does as long as you stifle everyone else. That man can't win the game by himself. Even if he drops 50. Last night he had a triple-double with, I think, 34 points.
Yeah.
He can't do it by himself. And it showed. Did you see that clip of Gary Payton? Almost throwing up.
Ha! Yeah.
Threw up in his mouth.
Funny. No, yeah, because, you saw, if you saw it, Draymond was, that's really, it was cool to see it, Draymond trying to guess that the open man was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But he wasn't, so. But yeah, Curry cannot do it all by himself.
Yeah. Curry had 31 points.
Do a triple-double? Dude, this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to say Klay Thompson went kind of cold.
Yeah.
It's because they were playing into that Mahai Djokovic. I don't know how to say his name. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Because they were playing small. They were playing to that one dude. He has like a Russian or Serbian name. I'm forgetting his name.
Oh, DiVincenzo?
Yeah, DiVincenzo. There you go.
Yeah. DiVincenzo was good.
They were playing the ball to him a lot. I was like, what is this? What y'all doing?
I think it's because Steve Kerr knows when someone's hot, they're hot. And if they're cold, you got to give them some time to warm up. And just seeing the ball go through the net from one of your teammates, lets you know that there's someone else producing. Okay, let me focus on something else. And when I get my shot, I see it, I'll take it. That's when I can contribute. Andrew Wiggins, I think, did great. Gary Payton did okay, but he gassed himself. He dropping 15 points. It's like a gem for Gary Payton to go into double digits. And he was everywhere on defense. I think that's why he threw up, nearly, and had to leave the court.
It was early in the game. If we're gonna be straight up.
Yeah. Because of that, the
So he grew up
Warriors
and then he
aren't
started
able.
playing better.
No, well, I mean, that it just shows how gassed he was, right?
Yeah,
You can't be doing everything. He's a great two-way player. Not as much on offense as he is on defense, but you can't be expected to be everywhere at once, produce, and not feel it taking a toll on your body.
yeah. I mean, he's probably nervous too. I mean, it happens, but it always catches you off guard when you see it, and it's like, oh damn, he threw up.
Yeah, I mean, but he should not be everywhere like that. Jordan Poole should be stepping up on offense and on defense. So that
Jordan Poole played 10 minutes and 0 points. He went.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
His best two stats were 3 rebounds and 2 assists.
Yeah, I believe they should have Moses Moody or Kuminga starting in Gary Payton's spot. I mean, just trying to figure out where Gary Payton can get some reprieve. They're really missing Otto Porter Jr. in here. He was another 3-and-D guy who seemed to have relentless energy, hounds you on defense, is there for you when you need a shot. Another great role player. They're missing those players that made them a championship team last year. They were able to get Gary Payton back this year, but they went small. They went on full offense. They tried to invest in their young guys, and I don't think they invested enough to have them ready for this playoff run.
It's because I think what it is, and this kind of goes back to 2016, 2017, when they had a really good team. They were firing on all cylinders, but I know people are gonna say they already had the cherry on top, but I still think they still needed a better. They still needed sprinkles and shit on their cake, which the sprinkles and shit on their cake was Kevin Durant. They already had a good team, but
that wasn't a sprinkle. That was a cake topper with sparklers, giant banner.
All right, there you go.
It's like a cheat code.
But do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly
they
what you're
needed
saying.
consistency. It couldn't just be this lavish thing. It had to be this over the top thing to get them over the line. And I'm not saying this is what made the Warriors a great team. They were already a great team.
Mm-hmm.
They had literally just went. They had 70-something wins in that season before they had lost in the finals.
Yeah.
And then they add KD, and it's okay, game over for everybody. But maybe I'm not saying they gotta sign KD again, but you gotta get somebody.
They need a consistent scorer who they can count on and who isn't a liability on defense.
And that's not shooting 3-pointers.
Exactly.
They just need an all-around player.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Curry, but it can't just be a one. We're no longer in that one-man army age where, all right, the Lakers got Kobe. Yeah. All right, the Nuggets got Carmelo. All right, the Thunder got KD. All right, the Heat got D Wade. Those days are over.
Yeah,
they're gone.
You're one All-Star and a couple of role players here and there. No, you need 2 All-Stars. You need multiple dependable scorers. But it's crazy we're having this conversation because Jordan Poole was supposed to be the future of the Warriors. He was great last season. He arguably, him and Wiggins, besides Curry and Thompson, led the team in scoring to win that championship. Jordan Poole had huge games. He really shined because Curry was out the majority of that season. Clay was out for a big chunk of that season as well. I feel like him having his minutes eaten up and not having the game kind of adapted to him, because Curry is able to find his fit in the offense no matter who is the centerfold of it. Poole, he did for a little bit, but this season, they shifted back. Curry's number 1, you're number 3 behind Clay, and he just couldn't get it in. Oh, I don't mean to say it like that, but
ha, that's what she said.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? The future of this team was Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, James Wiseman, Jordan Poole. That was the future of the team. Andrew Wiggins in there too. He's still pretty young. But it just didn't work out. The Warriors are a win-now team. If they weren't a win-now team, I feel like in 2 years, those five guys, your new starting five, is an insane combination, and they could be something great. But when now with Curry aging, Draymond aging, Clay, you have to center your offense around them, and it really changes the game.
Yeah. But really quick, moving on to the Lakers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk about the better team right now.
I mean, let's just get this straight. All right, Davis and James played really good, but the real star of this game, and this guy might just won a lot of people's opinions, or just became enemy number one, depending on who you ask.
Yep.
Lonnie Walker the fourth, coming in the fourth quarter, and just shut down the game when the Lakers were struggling to get points on the board. I'm gonna be straight. This no-name guy who's just been riding the bench, playing the downtime, what would you refer to it
garbage
as,
time.
the garbage time, comes in. He in his garbage time minutes, he shows that he could do the fundamentals, he could move the ball, he could shoot a little bit, which is what he was doing. And Darvin Ham was said, "Here you go, kid. Go make yourself famous." And guess what? That's what he did.
Yeah.
Being guarded by Steph Curry and owning the man. At some point, he literally almost ended his career, breaking his ankles, but unfortunately airballing. But other than that blunder, he ended the night with 15 points. So it was pretty good. He went 6 of 9 from field goal range. And yeah, he got most of his minutes in that fourth quarter because he went 27 minutes.
Yeah. But he got all his points in the fourth quarter. 15 points in the fourth quarter, saving the Lakers game. Yeah, I mean, Lonnie Walker's been great. He played great in San Antonio when he was there. Before the trade deadline, he was starting, getting a lot of minutes. He had good games here and there. I think he played great this season. But you're right. After the trade deadline, to mesh his team up, Lonnie Walker, he took that bench position. Didn't really play much, especially in the first part of this playoff run. And, when it was his time, it was his time. He got hot. He could not miss. It was crazy. You're exactly right. With Steph Curry on him, yeah.
Like, towards the end, I think they were down by 1 or they were down by 3, and Curry was guarding him. And it was like they had fucking LeBron James up in that bitch. Like, LeBron, what I mean by that is, like, it was like, all right, spread the floor, 1v1. Yep. Curry backed up too much, and then he just shot an open 2-point jumper over him and downed that shit.
Yeah, getting to his spots, stepping back, getting his space, and taking the good shot. Even it was a long 2 with Curry up in his face, shot it right over him. Curry was playing great defense, but Lonnie Walker was just that guy that night, able to provide that offense when no one else was able to score. It was great.
No, it was really good.
Yeah,
but what were you gonna say?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. You have more important stuff to say than I do.
Yeah, the Lakers, I feel, kind of struggle to find offense at times. When it's outside of AD and LeBron, but Austin Reeves has been great, consistently providing offense. Rui gets hot at times, but D'Lo has been a little bit of a disappointment. He needs to provide more offense, more consistently. I'm not saying you need like 20 points a game, but he does
good in the beginning of games.
Yeah, it's when he gets hot, just like everyone else. But he needs to be more consistent. Like he needs to step in that Jordan Poole third option, fourth option type of role. If he can't right now, he's like fifth option behind Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and now Lonnie Walker. But
the Lakers, you're insane.
Really, you think so? I mean,
D'Lo behind Austin Reeves.
Yeah, dude. Austin Reeves is averaging more points than D'Lo in this series. Did you know that?
Dude, you're wild.
Did you know that? That's a fact.
I mean, I guess. Well, because I know Austin Reeves, he goes more deep into games than D'Lo.
Yeah, he does. But there's more to it than that. Austin Reeves is a better defender. I think he's a better playmaker than D'Lo. D'Lo is a better passer. I'll say for that for sure, but he's just not able to consistently provide offense. And the Lakers have someone that I've been talking to a lot of people about this outside of the podcast. Malik Beasley, one of the better 3-point shooters in the league, not just in the Western Conference. They traded for him for his 3-point shooting. He did great when he first came on. He did great in the play-in, provided a lot of offense, and he didn't play that great in the first game of the playoffs, and he's been benched ever since. I don't know why Darvin Ham doesn't believe in him. I don't know if the staff doesn't believe in him. I don't know if there's something going on with him in his personal life, but that's another secret weapon that I think the Lakers are holding on to that can provide, in the same amount of firepower in a short amount of time. In that Timberwolves game, he basically won the game, I believe, with his 3-point shooting, keeping them in the game and letting them win it in the end. But I don't know. This Lakers team is looking good. I'm hoping they can close out in 5. It'd be amazing. Well, I think the Warriors are going to come back pretty strong. But Lakers will be able to close out in 6, like we predicted the other week.
Okay. All right. Well, fingers crossed. Okay.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But really quickly, because running out of time in this portion of the show, Celtics and 76ers. As of this recording, the 76ers have defeated the Celtics 115-103 to take a 3-2 lead over Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
Danny, in a few words, what is your opinion of the current status of the 3-2 series lead by the 76ers?
I've always liked the Sixers over Boston. I've said it more than once on this show. I feel like the Sixers with Embiid being a great big guy, Tyrese Maxey as a third option, Harden stepping up this series as a great scorer again, not just a great passer. I like their bench. I like the way they move the ball. They adapt to the other team. It makes sense to me. But Boston has been inconsistent. Jason Tatum has not been playing well as of late. Tonight, he's made a great rubber band. He come back with 36 points, 40.7% from the field. But, at times, he's not looking at the basket. When it's coming down the stretch, the ball should be in his hand. It's going elsewhere. I think he's getting frustrated. I think Boston as a whole is getting frustrated. They're not able to find offense outside of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They should be getting more. Malcolm Brogdon, a great mid-range shooter. Marcus Smart, great on defense and great outside the arc. But I feel like Philly is just a better, more consistent team. The role players know what they have to do. They got DeAnthony Melton, who is great off the bench. Paul Reed, another great big. Shake Milton, another guy, great off the bench. Can provide a lot of energy, shooting when you need it. Better passer than I think Milton is. And, Tobias Harris, another X Factor guy. If he gets going, and he's able to provide you with a lot, as long as he's able to stay out of foul trouble. But I've always liked the Sixers better than Boston, and I think they're going to come out of the East.
Okay, thank you. And in similar fashion, can you give us a few words on your opinion of the Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns, who will be matching up in just a few moments? They're currently tied 2-2. Who do you think will be taking a 3-2 lead and or winning the series here?
I think Denver is going to take this game. And I think they'll potentially close it out in 6. Denver, I think, is just a deeper team. They play better together. They play better when Jokic isn't scoring 50 points. When he's able to look around and get other guys started on their offense, Denver does much better. KCP needs to do a little better. Michael Porter Jr., those guys who are able to put up double digits quietly, or hit big shots when they need it. They need to really step up and provide that offense so that Jokic isn't the guy looking around and taking those crazy over the head shots. He's great. He's able to make them, but like we said earlier, one guy can't win the whole game by himself. He could drop 56 like he did the other night and lose, right? You need those other guys. And I heard a lot of media people saying, they don't have a great backup big for Jokic. You got Thomas Bryant. You got a guy who this year showed that he's a good enough backup big to replace Anthony Davis when he's out. Not just replace, he filled his shoes and more. Dropping 30-point games, huge double-double averages. And I don't know what they're doing with him. We haven't seen a lot of Reggie Jackson either. All these guys that they've traded, they're still on one-year contracts, but if you're a win-now team, why did you trade for them and you're not going to play them in the playoffs? Right? This is the reason that you wanted them, and then get as far as you can with them, maybe win a chip, and then see where you go from there, right? So I'm not sure what Denver is trying to do. It seems like they just gave away 2 games. They should have been able to steal one away in Phoenix. I know they're going to come back strong today, but I like Denver. But they just really need to, put their head down and get it done. But Devin Booker and Kevin Durant have been great, as a last note.
I would just like to point out both teams, the Suns and the Nuggets, are running deep benches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, at least 10-man benches, which is the most I've seen from a box score. So, yeah, that's it's interesting that you're pointing that out, and they're not even playing half of these guys on either side. But from the last game, Denver didn't really use their bench. They used 3 guys off the bench.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas Bryant sitting on there. Reggie Jackson's on all time. Ish Smith has been great at times, right? Konkar has been okay. And then on the flip side, the Suns used 4 guys who were able to provide some offense. Terrence Ross provided a little bit of offense. Najee Shamet did great. Jacques Landale, great backup big. Torrey Craig, didn't see much of, but he's been great at times. Damian Lee is able to step up. Bismack Biyombo is able to step up at times. The Denver Nuggets should be the deeper team, but right now they're showing that they can't compete with the Suns, who, outside of Kevin Durant and Devin Booker right now, really don't have any scorers. It should be easy for Denver, but I don't know what's not meshing.
I don't know either, Danny.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to bounce back and show that they're the number 1 team in the West for a reason. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what Coach Malone, I should say, has to say.
Alrighty, but I think I'll just give my quick thing. I want to hope that the Lakers hold out and keep the Warriors in the Bay as they go back to San Fran for their next coming matchup. I think this might be it for the Knicks. I know our prediction isn't going to come true, but it's all good. The Heat are just too much.
Yeah, I think I think Philadelphia takes the Heat anyway. Sorry, go ahead.
Bro, we haven't even got there yet. Chill. I'm gonna join you with the Philly bandwagon. I think, considering Philly has now just gotten 2 games over the Celtics, I'm gonna go with the Sixers in the next one, an overall series. And then I don't know, man. I think the Suns might be able to compete with the Nuggets. I think we might be going to Game 7.
Wow, you think so? I could see that. That's probably the most 50-50 matchup.
Win.
Who do you think so? Phoenix?
No, I'm gonna wait until Game 7.
Oh, come on, man!
If it happens,
make a prediction.
Nah.
Pick a side.
All right, you're going Nuggets.
I'm going Nuggets.
All right, if Chris Paul comes back healthy,
if Chris Paul, fine, whatever. Yeah, I still think Denver takes it.
Oh, okay. At least we disagree on something.
Yeah.
But do you have anything else to say in regards to the NBA playoffs? Very quickly.
No. I'll save everything else for next week. We're already quite a bit over.
Yeah, just a tad. It's all good in the hood. But yeah, we're gonna move on now. Hope you guys enjoyed that portion of our basketball talk, NBA playoffs. We're gonna slow it down a bit and head over to some grass with the MLB. Another MLB update, which I think we did one like a week or a week and a half ago. Because we know Danny also loves baseball.
Ooh, you always catch me out in the ball game.
Eating some Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
And some cotton candy.
Yep.
And you never care if I ever come back.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm just gonna go over some notable teams that are winning right now and read you guys over the current division and league standings. How's that sound, Danny?
Take me to the ball game, baby.
All right, so we're gonna start in the American League, obviously, in which the Tampa Bay Rays are at the top of the American League East, which they're at top of the whole league in general. 29 wins was 8 losses. Right behind them is Baltimore with 23 wins. And then it's Toronto, Boston, New York. And then in the Central, we have the Minnesota Twins with 19 wins. Cleveland right behind them. Then there's Detroit, Chicago, White Sox. Then the Kansas City Royals, which, by the way, I think it's Kansas City. So whenever this guy hits a home run from Kansas City, I guess his name like resembles Sasquatch. So they have a guy come out from like the roof of one of their like video board buildings, and he'll walk across like the top of the video board in a Sasquatch costume.
That's so funny.
It's pretty funny.
Baseball, like those little things that they do for the fans and for the players, like the not gimmicks, I guess, but just like celebrations and whatnot, are so outlandish and great, especially if you're a fan. It really does make baseball like one of the best sports to go out and see live.
Now I'm trying to confirm that it is the Kansas City Royals. Oh dang, I don't want that link.
Yeah, I mean, while you checking on that, I can finish up in the AL West. We've got the Rangers at the top, followed by the Angels, the Mariners, the Astros, boo, and the soon-to-be Las Vegas Athletics at the bottom of the AL West.
You want to keep talking?
No, go ahead.
I mean, I'll come back in a bit, but
yeah. Oh, sure. I can go over the National League.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, it is the Royals. The Royals' new tradition involves Vinny Pasquantino.
Squantino. That's
and
funny.
Sasquatch. Yeah, so they literally have a dude walking on the roof of their video board in a Sasquatch costume, which is pretty hilarious.
Those little celebrations are so good.
Oh, no, yeah. It's probably one of the better, more creative ones. Because, like, not to get too off track, but, like, for the Mets, they have, like, literally a big apple pop out of the ground.
That's funny.
And in Miami, they used to have, like, this, like, they had this artist, when they built their new stadium, built, like, this big-ass, like, contraption with, like, fishes and, like, different bells and whistles.
It's like a giant aquarium type of thing?
Well, yeah, they had an aquarium behind home plate, but that got taken out as well. But this, like, art piece was huge, and it was just weird, and they would go off when they hit home runs. They have now since taken it out and added, like, a roof deck bar, and it's outside the stadium, just crumbling now. But anyways, but yeah, it's an interesting way to celebrate home runs. And you were talking about the AL West right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Texans, I believe. I know last time I said I was shocked to kind of see them in the beginning, and a little bit shocked to still see them at the top. The Angels have somewhat turned it around. They're only 2 games back of the Rangers. Seattle's holding on. Houston, defending champs, still trying to get their motors running. Yeah. And as you said, the soon-to-be, maybe, probably, most likely, 95% sure.
Yeah, I mean, they already signed the land deal.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They signed the deal to buy the land for the stadium already.
Oh, okay, that is true. But they're not officially moving yet.
Yeah, not yet. But I mean, come
I think
on.
they are very close. I know the writing is on the wall.
Yeah.
The A's only have 8 wins. They're pretty bad. I think
And
they're doing worse than what people predicted.
Yeah, it's crazy for them to be called the Oakland Roots. Sorry,
That's the soccer team.
that's Roots. No, but the even on the stadium they have rooted in Oakland underneath in the athletics font for that soccer team. But you know they're like meshing all that stuff together. The Athletics have been such a staple up north, you know, and it's literally, you know, the last big team that they got up there, and you know they're disappearing. You know, Oakland's not gonna be.
The Raiders went to L.A.
Yep, Golden State moved over to San Francisco.
I know the city over, but still,
Yeah.
If
Oh, no.
you're the city of Oakland, you're still disappointed that they're no longer, you know, in your city boundaries technically.
Yeah,
But it's just a dumpster fire.
yeah,
Giving up your best players, bringing in prospects you're not even going to use. Like, what is that? What? Like, when I was reading articles about that, like, oh, yeah, they traded for this guy, put him in their farm system or whatever. And
their farms.
yeah, I know. It's a baseball term, but they bring in these prospects. They trade for up-and-coming talent. Either, A, they don't, you know, work out, which is usual, or what I've been seeing is what people are upset is that they bring in these young guys, never use them, or give them away. It's like, dude, you just had this up-and-coming talent.
Yeah,
And you just moved them aside. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, that's just terrible management, in my opinion, if it's true.
yeah. I mean, there's teams like this in every league. You know, in the NBA, it's San Antonio, Houston. They got these great guys, and they just, before they can build out anything, trade them away for these old pieces. You know, the Nets did the same, trying to build a super team, didn't work out. You know, it's a strategy that just doesn't seem to work. You need to build these hometown heroes so that people come eventually, and you got a superstar for initially a discount price, but eventually will be, you know, your max contract player.
Yeah, the A's have not had any type of superstardom, any type of help of any kind. I mean, they're still kind of playing Moneyball down there, which is fine, but it's like, really, you guys couldn't get nobody?
Yeah.
Like, I know you guys are, you know, realistically a small market, but you guys have won. Like, how y'all not packing up the city? How y'all not getting names? How y'all not getting people through the door? Like, have you seen? I know I think I've sent like stuff in a group chat, like, of empty ass stadium.
Oh yeah.
And I think I sent the other one where some guy was like, "This is how I remember the Oakland A's," and I guess this guy, I forgot his name.
Yeah, the pitcher, right?
The reliever.
Yeah.
And they started playing what, like Metallica or Iron Maiden,
some heavy
and
metal.
just going fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
those are the little things in the baseball stadium that are like so fun. I was watching that video, I was like, man, I wish I could be there.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Everyone just headbanging. It looked awesome.
Oh no, yeah, dude, it looked like a good time. But it's like, damn, like, now you're gonna lose that to a market that it's Las Vegas. I mean, even the Raiders kind of get this. They're getting the same treatment. Yeah, you're getting hella Raider fans because there's Raider fans all over the world.
Yeah.
But who knows if it's going to work for the Athletics, who are not good, don't have any names.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not going to work. Like, I mean, ideally, the way if they're doing it, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
But the only thing that is helping the owner at this moment is that most teams have been gaining revenue, not from just ticket sales, but the overall construction of having a new stadium, which is how most teams over the span of like 5 to 10 years regain what they lost.
Mm.
But after those like 10, say 12, 15 years maybe, like, yeah, it does become a struggle for them. So let's see how it is in 10 years, and if, you know, they're thriving. But it is Las Vegas. You're gonna get casuals. You're gonna get whoever to roll up in there.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna be the same thing what was happening with the Raiders. They wanted a new, high-priced stadium, luxury boxes, the highest tech of the highest tech.
Yeah.
Oakland wasn't willing to fork that money over, which they shouldn't, respectively. Not trying to be political, but when you're trying to most likely get a whole ass city and citizens and other patrons in the area to pay for something they may or may not go to, it does become daunting.
Yeah, and it's really hard to balance the line between state of the art and keeping things historical. Old stadiums are cool and whatnot, but people don't want to go to an old stadium, bad seats, crappy amenities, but they also want to keep that nostalgia. It's a good historic stadium. But when you get a new stadium, you're able to move to a new city. You can say, let's throw all the money that we can at it. So even if people aren't going for the team, they're going because it's something fun to do, and there's cool stuff in there that's not related to baseball that you can do while you're sitting at the baseball game. Or, in the Raiders' case, a football game.
No, yeah, of course. I mean, like I said, we just have to wait and see what happens in the next 10 years.
Yeah. In the meantime, should we move on to the National League?
Yes, of course. In the National League, the best team is currently obviously winning their division, the East. The Atlanta Braves are red hot right now, 25 wins, 11 losses, controlling the East right now. Behind them are tied with the same record at the moment. The Mets, Miami, and the Phillies all have a record of 17 and 19. Then the Washington Nationals, 15 and 20. But the Braves playing some good baseball. I'm still kind of waiting for the Mets to turn it around. They don't have Edwin Diaz, who's out for the season. Freak accident from the World Baseball Classic. Hopeful for a speedy recovery. But the Braves up on top in the Central. Wow, it changed. What the? That made no sense. All right, I guess. When I was making this list, it said in the Central the Pirates were in first. Now it's saying the Milwaukee Brewers are in first.
Yeah, I think I think the Pirates are first. From the list I'm looking at, it's 21 with 16 losses. Oh, maybe the Pirates lost today. Maybe it was 21 and Oh no!
Yeah,
no.
It's
I
saying
just
that
refreshed it. I guess they lost today.
Their win percentage is what's making the Brewers higher than them.
Yeah. It's that loss.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is that loss. Yeah, you're right. So
yeah, Brewers up in front.
So in that case, they're tied technically, but in technical terms, Milwaukee's in first.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, and then trailing behind them we got the Cubs, the Reds, and then St. Louis. Man, I remember when the Reds used to be scary, not anymore. But them too, they're like another market that gets no fans. Yeah. But I don't want to get too sidetracked, but just to keep the baseball topic going, I just saw a YouTube video by a channel called Baseball Doesn't Exist, and they're talking about the thumbnail is like baseball is outselling the NFL in every league, but on a technicality.
Oh,
you want to know why, Danny?
Why?
Because there's 162 games in a season.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, wait, there's no way they could be outselling the NFL when you have teams like the A's and the Reds.
Yeah, but the NFL has the least games out of the top three big.
Of
sports.
Course, but they're recuperating a lot of those seats. They're getting a lot of those sales still.
Yep.
Unlike here, where like let's say for example, like in Miami, they don't get a lot of people like throughout the week, but on the weekends they're packed.
Yeah.
So that's where you kind of recuperate it there. But overall, he was like making a good point, like and like how you're saying, like there's always these quirky things. Like in the 70s, the Cubs. I don't know if you know this story, but the Cubs were having a promotion where if you brought a record, vinyl, you got into the game for free. I think the stadium could only hold like 50 or 60,000.
Wow, still crazy.
I don't remember the exact number, but there was at least twice as many people in that stadium than there should have been. Because at the 7th inning, they collected, or before the game, they collected all the vinyls. During the 7th inning stretch, they were gonna blow up all the vinyls.
Oh
in
yeah, I think I
center
remember
field.
that. Yeah, I think I've seen a video of that. Yeah.
And then once they started doing that, all hell broke loose, and they had to like cancel the game
Yeah, I remember
because
that.
people started running onto the field. They started setting. Okay, so they blew up the vinyls, but not all of them blew up. So and they ended up setting basically bonfires on the field.
Yeah.
The riot police had to show up.
Because I
Like,
think what it
everyone-
was like those records were mostly metal and disco records.
Oh,
Well,
no, it was
not
mostly
it was
disco.
rock and disco
It
records.
was mostly all disco because
yeah.
everyone they wanted disco dead.
Yeah, that's what it
'cause
was.
they're-
There it is.
The story is people were just kind of tired of like the corniness, like chest hair,
Yeah.
you know, and like glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
So like, dude, they're like, fuck disco. I mean, I like me some disco. I mean, not that type of, obviously different time and different place, but like I love me some disco. So some '80s disco, it always pops, you know. But I digress. But yeah, that was one of those quirky fan interactive
like-
type of promotions.
Yeah, those are always pretty fun. I mean, I don't know about burning the disco records. It just seemed like a waste, but
Oh no, yeah, dude, there was a full on fucking riot.
yeah. But all this stuff it's just fun. All in good fun.
Oh no, yeah. I mean nowadays you have like bobblehead night or cultural night. Insert your favorite cultural night here,
Mm-hmm.
or Hello Kitty night. I don't know, Star Wars night.
Yeah, kidding that. Yeah, I think it's also a symptom of people following players and athletes rather than teams. I think baseball and the NFL is a little bit of a last bastion of people who have a lot of team loyalty.
Yeah.
I think NFL more, but
Oh no, way NFL more.
yeah, but I think those fun things happen when your fan base is dedicated and really rolls with you, no matter what you do.
There's no people going to Oakland A's games. Remember that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And not that they don't have fans, Danny.
Yeah, but not enough. You need a dedicated fan base to be there every night and whatnot. But I mean, we'll see how these smaller market teams, looking for new cities, make their move. Hopefully, Oakland. I know up north, the Bay Area has enough money to have their own team. Other than the Giants. They have the space and the money for two teams, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the A's were supposed to, I know we keep going back to this, but they were supposed to have a waterfront ballpark, but that fell through.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what it is.
No, yeah. Just to before if we get sidetracked again, let me get to the last division in NL, which is the Los Angeles Dodgers, who have come around finally. 21 wins, 15 losses, but still, the Arizona Diamondbacks, 20 wins, 15 losses as well. And then it's the Padres, San Fran, and Colorado with 15 wins. The Padres only with their 18 wins, which is no bueno, considering they got Tatis back in their lineup. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in the summer.
Yeah. So when baseball heats up,
I'm also. Are you familiar with Tatis?
No.
He was suspended for 50 games for
Whoa.
illegal steroid drug use.
Makes sense. Can't have no Barry Bonds out here.
Ha! No, yeah, I feel you. But I mean, he was in their Farmers League, and everyone's like hyping them up, or their second team, and they're like, "Oh wow, he's hitting a lot of home runs." What, dude? He's hitting against like second division fools. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, is the Farmers League like the G League?
Yeah,
It's like-
basically. Well, I'm saying Farmers League, but I could be wrong. Like, there's Double A, Triple A, A League. It's
Gotcha.
like all like the little divisions. And then, yeah, basically.
Okay.
But when I say farm system, it's because they're like obviously you see baseball teams in the dugout run deep.
Yeah.
So like a farm has a lot of animals.
Oh,
right?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So like
Like they
kinda like, I think
they have these
I
like
think when,
reserve players.
yeah, reserve or up and coming, like academy kind of,
Gotcha.
like their farm, like they're kind of growing or like monitoring players. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. I could be using that terminology wrong, but it's all like a building system, a building or scouting system that they use or refer to. So yeah, they have the different leagues, their farm system. So yeah, it's a large crop of players that each team can pull from basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went through the through the standings. Do you have any questions, Danny?
No, sir.
But let me just give you quick top 5 teams that are just blowing it up, doing really good, or turning it around. Number 1 is going to be the Tampa Bay Rays, obviously. The Atlanta Braves as well. Turning it around were the Dodgers, who the people I've been talking to didn't believe in them, but they're turning it around.
Good.
Then the Texas Rangers, who have been consistent so far. And then for some reason, you got to give it to the Astros, who started out slow, but are getting their wheels going. And that's why I mentioned earlier their motors are starting to run. So, but yeah, those are my top 5 right there.
Sounds like a good find to me.
No, yeah. Are you ready to move on, Danny?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To the warm-up, in which this week's warm-up, I know last week's warm-up was a little bit way different. Maybe a little bit, I don't know what you want to call it. Not as our usual thing, but we're going to kind of stick to it. But a little bit more simpler, in which I would basically, let me explain. I was cutting the lawn, and I was asked to do it like Dodger Stadium. And I was like, all right, hold up. For one, we don't have grass as good as Dodger Stadium. 2, they don't use a fucking lawnmower to cut their grass. And 3, what type of ask is that? Cut it like Dodger Stadium? Are you
To
kidding?
make it look nice, Robert. Jeez.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm not a professional. I do what I can.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking for this week's warm up, as in, what type of house mod would you like to add to your house if you could? For example, let's say I wanted my grass looking silky smooth as Fenway's Parks, or I want a nice fancy indoor basketball facility like the Celtics or something. I don't know. I was just brainstorming ideas, and this is what I came up with. So I know, Danny, you probably got some ideas.
Yep, I do.
I mean, I could spitball any sport and just be like, oh, this is what I want to do. So I don't know. I'll go first, and I'll let you go. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I were to mod my house, and I know you've seen my house, I think I would get rid of the trees, or move them at least, because I have a lot of good trees. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And give myself a small soccer pitch, like a futsal place. Like,
Okay.
Maybe have the nets be chained so the nets won't rip, and give ourselves enough room so there'd be some out of bounds area. And I think I would go with, I wouldn't do grass, but I would do like a soft cement of some kind, like a clay or something. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, you could do that, like that rubberized, like asphalt type of thing.
Yeah, because then like I want grass, but I don't want astroturf or whatever.
Ooh, excuse me. Bump the mic.
But no, it's all good. But yeah, I wouldn't want like that type of synthetic grass. You still have to water it. So that's why I was thinking, should I put a roof over it or no?
I mean,
Should
depends
it be
on what you
walled-
have.
Like, should it be walled off?
Maybe. I mean, if you, there's like that indoor rubberized like soccer, you know what I mean? It's like textured. It's crisscross. It drains itself. You don't have to have it walled off and stuff. But you don't have to water it either. Seems like it would last a while too. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. You fall, it might hurt a little bit more, scraped up a little more, but save the environment.
That's true. But let me see what else. If I could do like one thing, I was like even thinking like not even like it have to be like it doesn't have to be like athletic, like sporty, but like I kind of mentioned this in the MLB talk. Like, what if like I wanted like a bar, but I wanted to give it like some sort of aesthetic. So I'm not saying like a man cave, but like let's say I want like an outdoor bar, but not like on like a patio of some sort. But like you could kind of like look off, like if it was like in a corner, and like you wanted to like look out into the yard, like what would you call it? Like a deck kinda, like a high rise deck though. Like that,
Yeah.
dude, that should be cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like at baseball stadiums, because a lot of stadiums have been doing that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, because then you can have like the bottom side's an awning. It's like a backyard porch, and then on the top you got your
Yeah.
bar and your little stuff set up. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like
No, yeah. So you know, like
stretch
how
out
I
balcony.
said- yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cause like in Miami, you know, like how I told you they took out that art piece. That's basically what they added. But I've been seeing on the socials that it's dog water. Cause like it doesn't add anything to the stadium. It's literally just a bar, and they put railings.
Yeah, it's lame.
I know, like at Dodger Stadium when they added theirs, they added it, but it's like above the bullpen, so you could like sit and watch the bullpen pitchers, practice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So like,
You're like closer to the action or some action.
yeah. And then I think they also did it in Houston. I forgot where in the stadium though, but I heard theirs is pretty cool. And then yeah, that's what a lot. I think in San Diego they did the same thing as well, because they used to have like a sand pit or something before, and little by little they were like modifying it. So, but yeah, I digress. I'm trying to think what else. I think as a kid I wanted like a basketball court,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I was like, I don't want a basketball court. I think I just wanted I think as a kid I just wanted more grass, like just good green grass. So I could do whatever almost.
Yeah. You know what I saw the other day? Driving through like Arcadia area, Pasadena area. I don't know where it was, but someone had in their backyard. It was a full tennis court, but hanging at the end of the court was a basketball hoop, off of like an extended post, but it didn't like encroach over the tennis court too much. So it was like a half court basketball court and a tennis court like combination. It's pretty cool. You need a lot of money, but I thought it was a pretty cool combination. You can like play both sports.
Is that what you would want to do? Because you played both sports.
Yeah, yeah. And to make a perfect trifecta, little putting green with the edge you can chip off of. That'd be amazing.
I knew you were gonna say some golf shit.
Yeah.
Even though I ain't gonna lie though, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, like would it be? I don't even know why. It literally just popped up. I was not thinking of you at all. I was like, oh, that'd be cool if like you could like put like random holes, like have one direct, what would you say, like starting point or whatever, like one starting tee, but like have like 3 or 4 holes throughout like your yard. Like if you had a big enough
like
yard,
a
obviously.
mini golf type of thing.
Yeah, like a mini golf type of thing.
Yeah,
but like
that'd be
one where
pretty
you
cool.
kind of where you can at least use your small wedge, and like, oh, I want to chip it to like that little hill, or
Yeah.
there's like one random hole in the middle of my yard. Let me try to hit it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Or like if you want to just be super duper simple, like instead of like having like that, just like in movies where like the fancy office man has like a fucking like putting green thing to practice his putts. Okay, what if you had that, but like it's in your yard?
Yeah,
Like you
but
have like, and the grass is all around like in
I
a
feel
certain
you.
portion.
Yeah.
So like, and you could kind of like when we go to the golfing range by our house, and they have different holes everywhere, like something like that almost.
Yeah, like a nice like practice green. But it'd be cool if it was like mini golf, where you have those 4, but it didn't really have borders. Like it was just the grass is raised, on its own, so that you can still chip, like you're saying, as practice holes. But if company friends come over, you're like, it's still mini golf. We could play 4 or 5 holes in mini golf, and then if you want to mess around.
So basically, it'd be like how it is at the golf place by our house.
Kind of,
Like
yeah.
the
But-
putting green and that one hole all the way at the top of the hill.
Yeah, but you can put like if you have giant Jenga blocks or like wood blocks, here and there, so
Say
that
Jenga
it's
blocks?
still, you know what I mean, like, some things that like make it look fun, still, because you're at home, you can do whatever you want.
Or you could just do mini golf
Yeah,
and just and do self mods, like, oh, we want a
Exactly.
ramp right here, or oh, we want a gap, or I
that's
don't
what
know,
I'm
shit like
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
that. Dude, I like the way you think, bro.
Yeah, hey, let's make it. Oh.
Bet. But let me see. I'm trying to think. Like, what else? Like, okay, so a tennis court. What about like pickleball is pretty popular right now. What about like a
Oh,
pickleball
yeah.
court?
Yeah, yeah. If I had a tennis court, it's automatically a pickleball court. You just have to lower the net a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And then draw the lines a little bit.
But is that all you would do? Like, what else would you do? Like, if you could?
If I really could, talking about sports.
I mean, like
I think
said,
that's
it
it.
doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a court. Like I say, it could be like a bar.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Or
I
some
want
sort-
a nice like outdoor bar.
Some sort of stadium, thing that you're like, oh, I wish like I could be here all the time, but at my house.
Yeah, exactly. I think that balcony bar deck thing, you're talking about is pretty cool. Maybe not the bar upstairs. It's kind of weird to have the bar upstairs and then I'm
It doesn't have
imagining.
to be like stairs. Like, it could be like a small ramp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Oh. I see what you're saying. Oh.
Yeah. it doesn't
No,
have to
that would be extra
stairs.
cool. What if it was like a regular deck, like you're saying, like an elevated deck that's not too
Yeah.
tall. Like
Like
maybe
a
it's
backyard
like
deck,
4 feet
like a
up.
foot off the ground.
But
Oh, I was thinking like
underneath the deck, you can go to an underground little like hangout cave thing. It's covered by the deck. You can have like a little dugout type of, but it's just a hang spot. That's cool because it's underground. And that's where like the bar and all the stuff is. So you can store stuff underground. And
like
it's
TVs
like
and
partially
shit, and
cloved
have all
off.
the games on.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
That'd
that'd
be
be
pretty
sick.
cool. Yeah.
Oh no, I like that. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's like, I remember as a kid, I wanted an RC race course.
Mm-hmm.
I told my dad.
That'd be
"Make
pretty
that."
cool.
I did. I told him that. He was like, sure, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Obviously, it never happened, but yeah, something like that would be cool. I'm trying to see like what would be like super outrageous that like you're like, dude, like why do you have this? I'm trying to think.
Like if you actually had bleachers, like for real, that'd be crazy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude,
Dude, that'd be funny.
like what if it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like for real, like a baseball curve, but just like a handful of bleachers, like maybe 3 steps up of bleachers.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Kind of like
It turned into an amphitheater.
nah. What you're making me think of is the movie Damn it, I'm forgetting what it's called. It's the one where the dude builds the. I have to look it up. Dang it! It's a baseball movie. Baseball, I'm gonna look it up.
The guy where
Baseball
he
movies.
in his farm.
Yeah,
Yeah. What
Dang
the
it.
fuck?
it's with the dude that's in all the baseball movies.
Yeah, I forget.
Dang it! How am I forgetting what it's called? I hate myself.
It's not Field of Dreams. No.
It is Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
It's Field of Dreams, and they're like, if you build it, they will come. And he builds that whole ass fucking baseball park in his backyard.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's pretty cool. You gotta admit that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I mean,
What
so
about
much
that
they
kind of land in
really-
California though?
Ah, no shit. But I mean, even to this day, they now play a seasonal game out there,
Yeah.
literally in that same area, not in the same field, obviously, but same area in Iowa.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you have any other ideas, or you're good?
Nah, maybe. I mean, talk about swimming sports.
Danny, you already have.
Nah, I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, do something cool with it. I don't know. No.
I mean, if I had like the space, like have like the pool. There's like pools I've seen where it's not like a ledge. Like you can walk into it, like if you're at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
and it
Oh,
have,
I
like,
see
a
what you mean. Yeah.
Like a good flat area
Yeah.
to like, was it waddling? I don't
Yeah,
know what
wading.
the fuck it's called. But like at least like hip deep.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could do like you could play spike ball in the water or like volleyball in the water.
Yeah.
Cause like they always sell those toys, but they're so fucking hard to play with.
Yeah.
In like water, cause you have to be in the most non-shallowest end of the pool, and then it starts like dipping, like slanted. And
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like it's hard. That's my
I know
idea.
what you mean. I mean, that's pretty cool. You already designed that out though.
Oh no, of course. But yeah, if you have any more ideas, if actually, let's get this discussion going. If you could add any type of like sporting or like stadium modification to your house, let us know in the comments on YouTube, Spotify, wherever. We want to hear your opinions on this.
Yeah, add us at
And
Twitter. Put it on Instagram.
if you think our opinions are stupid, let us know as well.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, are you ready to move on into the rundown?
Let's do it.
Alrighty then. We don't got a lot on the rundown this week. I've been busy personally, so in the NWSL, they are looking to expand to 16 teams by 2026. They had already announced in 2024 there will be 14 teams, in which the Utah Royals will be returning after their hiatus, or their move, I should say. And then San Francisco was also recently given an expansion franchise purchase move, whatever. The team doesn't exist, but it's going to be in San Fran. But the rumored two teams, well, one is rumored at least, it would be Boston. I do remember they used to have the Boston Breakers. They no longer exist, or were moved. I don't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, I do remember Boston used to be a team, and then it just disappeared one day, in my opinion. And the second team, who knows? Maybe they'll add a second team in LA. Maybe another team in New York. Maybe they'll go down south in Miami, in Florida, or they'll follow the MLS and pick a market that they didn't really expect to work. I don't think there's a team in Atlanta. Maybe you could put another team in Texas somewhere, or who knows? Like, I'm trying to think. Where else? Screw it. Go to Vegas. Anywhere, really.
Stop. No more Vegas teams.
Bro, Vegas is popping right now, dude.
I know, but you can't pack more shit in there.
Well,
Vegas is already crazy.
It doesn't have to be on the strip.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though, right? Like, if you're gonna go to Vegas, you want to stay on the strip, go to the thing, and then come back, or stay just outside. It's like, stop packing Vegas full of shit. They already don't have water. Pick a state with water. Go to Colorado.
Okay, did they already have a team? I don't remember, but but yeah, I mean, it was kind of a shock move that they even said that. I just hope they're not gonna be like the MLS and add teams every other year, because that's just annoying.
Yeah.
You don't let the game grow. But I digress. Moving on with a little more soccer news. The U.S. men's national team legend and MLS legend Landon Donovan was inducted into the U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame. Congratulations to you, Mr. Donovan.
Shout out to you.
You have done a lot in your career. You played in MLS. You played in the Bundesliga. You tore it up as a representative of the United States of America. One of my fondest memories of you was when you scored the game winner against Algeria to win the group for the U.S. and move on into the group stage of the 2010 World Cup in Africa. Oh, man, I remember jumping up and down at 10 in the morning, just excited to see the U.S. win, and in that fashion as well. I was sad to see you go when I was in high school, because I was like, dang, who's going to carry that number 10 honor, which we got our answer finally. It took a little while, but we got our guy. But congratulations to you, Landon Donovan. And hopefully someday I get to go see your I don't know what you want to call it, your Hall of Fame plaque out there in Frisco, out there where FC Dallas plays someday. You know they have a museum, right, Danny?
Yeah. Where is it? It's in Dallas?
It's in Frisco, Texas.
Texas.
Where FC Dallas plays.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think most of the Hall of Fames are in Tennessee, right?
Yes, I believe the NFL Hall of Fame is there. Oh, no. And then, no, the MLB Hall of Fame is in Canton, Ohio.
Oh, wait. It says, Canton is where the Pro Football Hall of Fame is.
Okay, is that where the NFL? Okay, yeah, then
the
it's
NFL
also there
one.
as well.
Okay.
But yes.
Canton, Ohio. Is Ohio where all the Hall of Fame is?
I guess so. I mean, that's where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is. It's in Cleveland.
The Basketball Hall of Fame is in Springfield, Massachusetts.
There you go. But hopefully someday I go check it out. I heard it's pretty cool. I remember a couple years ago, so the Hall of Fame existed, but it wasn't a real place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a honorary list.
Yeah, so they were like putting people in the Hall of Fame and then putting whatever plaques or memorials
Mhm.
in the storage.
That's funny.
But I think they put it at FC Dallas' stadium because that's where I think Lamar hunts. The Hunt family, they owned like a lot of the MLS teams for a while.
Yeah.
That's where they resided, I believe. I think I could be wrong, but the Hunt family is involved. So they decided to put it there. But yeah, I want to go check it out someday. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
One day maybe we'll record a podcast and make it out there.
Or we could just do a vlog.
Vlog. Oh yeah. We should do vlogs. That'd be cool.
There we go. Yeah. Moving on to the other type of football. In the XFL, I know I mentioned this last week, but I'm just going to mention it again because they haven't played. The Arlington Renegades will be facing the DC Defenders in the XFL Championship game Saturday, May 13th, 8 p.m. Eastern at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. You can catch the game on ABC and ESPN Deportes. This will be the first time a football team will be competing for a football championship in DC since like 1982 or 1992, when the second division team is better than your pro football team. Straight facts.
Damn. Shade but no shade.
It's a fact though.
Okay, hella shade.
From the NFL field to the NASCAR track, Denny Hamlin wins the Advent Health 400 at Kansas Speedway. There was a scuffle. I'm trying to see who it was between, but someone did catch a lick. do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a scuffle after the race. I think. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Who is it? Da-da-da-da. I think it was Ross Chastain and Noah Gragson. I can't. I'm not too familiar with these drivers, but I think yeah. Okay, so the guy that landed the hit was Ross Chastain, who was trying to calm Noah down, but Noah wasn't taking no for an answer, and I guess Gragson said something, and Chastain gave him a good right hand to the face, and they were separated.
Yeah.
So if you can't go on NASCAR's Instagram and check it out.
I saw on the Kansas Speedway they had to drill a hole because there was like a water bubble in the asphalt. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, and they used like a regular hand drill. And I was like, whoa, it's kind of crazy.
No, I think someone got pushed on the track and they got all butt hurt. So,
damn.
I mean, that's racing for you. I mean, I don't know. Just to give a quick opinion. I don't have a problem with bump and run, as long as I think what it is. There's a lot of drivers that could deal it.
Yeah, but they can't take.
But they can't take. It's like, bro, really? How you gonna be aggressive and then someone does the same thing to you and then you got butt hurt? The hell's wrong with you?
Come on. If you can dish, you gotta be able to take some of that bump.
Yeah, exactly. But it's all good in the hood. But it makes very exciting racing, basically. And then to wrap up our rundown, let me go. Oh no, I already have the link open. Gosh damn it! I don't want that. Get away! Ah! All right. Oh no. Okay. Let me see. No, close.
You want me to get to the schedule?
Maybe no. I got it. Okay. So the NHL playoffs. Poor NHL. I keep trying to give them some love. It's kind of hard when you don't get to watch a lot of hockey. From Sunday, May 7th, the Hurricanes were up 2-1 over the Devils, and then the Panthers now lead 3-0 over the Maple Leafs after a OT win. Then in Game 3, the Kraken took a 2-1 lead. As of Monday, May 8th, the Golden Knights beat the Oilers 5-1. The Golden Knights now lead 2-1. As of this recording, the Devils and the Hurricanes are facing off, and the Kraken and the Stars. For the rest of the week, we got Game 4 between the Panthers and the Maple Leafs. Then the Kraken versus the Stars. Thursday, May 11th, Hurricanes versus the Devils. Stars versus Kraken. And then, if necessary, we're going to go into Game 5 with the Maple Leafs and the Panthers. And then the Golden Knights versus the Oilers for Game 5. So, yeah, that was your weekly NHL playoff update. Danny, that has been everything for today. Do you have anything else to add on for today's show?
No. All I gotta say is thank you guys for listening to Rambling Runoff. It's been a long week. I'm excited for the NBA playoffs. If you're listening on YouTube, please hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we upload. If you're listening on Spotify, please give us a 5-star review. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please also give us a review and leave a little bit of feedback in there. It really helps with the algorithm. And yeah, thank you guys for listening wherever you're listening on Stitcher, Spotify for podcasts,
regular Spotify.
Yeah, it's a regular
Amazon
Spotify, right?
Music.
Yeah,
Amazon Music.
Yeah.
What else
Yeah.
are we on? Google Podcasts.
Google Podcasts. Yeah, wherever you're listening on. Thank you. Please leave a review if you can. It really helps out. But
like and subscribe on YouTube.
yeah, subscribe on YouTube. And if you want to find more on socials, follow us at Rambling Runoff on Twitter and on Instagram, and sometimes occasionally on TikTok. Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
You said that eloquently, Danny.
Why, thank you.
But yeah, you want to take us out, Danny? Make sure you say my name too.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening to Rambling Runoff. My name's Danny Tan, and Robert Rios is your host. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Peace.
Bye.